I love John 1 1 in the Bible. It basically says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then the Word became flesh, and the Word is a light so strong that the darkness cannot overcome it, and the Word gives life." There's so much to that. Even when I didn't like the Bible, I couldn't deny the power of this verse. It's extraordinary. So to me, it reminds me that my words have the ability to become flesh, to take on a physical, tangible form. They're not just vibrations in the air, it will solidify into a physical form. These words remind me that my words are like a light, and when I speak them, they, there's a darkness, but the darkness cannot overcome them. My words are a life that are eternal. And it also points out that words are powerful. They're up there with God, they're up there beside God. They actually have godlike power, and they are the beginning of everything. So I like that. And one thing I appreciate so much about Florence is that she has a respect for the word that matches this kind of verse. So in her book, The Secret Door to Success, Florence wrote near the end of chapter 1, "The inner meaning of the story is the power of the word, your word which dissolves obstacles and removes barriers. When people shouted, the walls fell down. We find in folklore and fairy tales, which come down from the legends founded on the truth, the same idea. A word opens a door and cleaves a rock. We have it again in the Arabian Night story, Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. I saw it made into a moving picture. Ali Baba has a secret hiding place, hidden somewhere behind the rocks and the mountains. The entrance can only be gained by speaking a secret word. It is open sesame. Ali Baba faces the mountain and cries, 'Open sesame,' and the rocks slide apart. It's very it's very inspiring, and it gives you the realization of how your own rocks and barriers will part for the right word. This passage is extraordinary and adds to my perspective of the power of words. What I take from this is that the words we speak, whether they're affirmations or regular words, they have a power to dissolve obstacles and remove barriers. They have the power to have the walls fall down. They have immense power to change things. And so when you are speaking an affirmation, when you're speaking something, maybe it'd be good to just think about this and reflect on it and realize that the words you're speaking can do something, that they can dissolve the obstacles and remove the barriers. I mean, have faith in that. Now, of course, it's not exactly like you say the word and everything falls apart right then and there. Not exactly. I would say, to bring in a little Abraham Hicks, I remember reading their book, Ask and It's Given, and I remember this passage and I love it so much. I'm going to include it here, which is that it's a gentle, easy unfolding, a gentle, steady unfolding. So the words you speak, they go into action. And I think one day you will look up and realize, oh, the words did dissolve the obstacles. Oh, the words did remove the barriers. Oh, I was in a room just full of walls. There were no doors to knock on to open. And when I spoke these words, I looked up and realized that the walls did fall down. So give it time, give it space, and I think we will be surprised by what can happen. But it means to believe in our words, that they have the power to speak life, the power to change. And if you want some affirmations, look at Florence. She has books upon books of affirmations. And just the idea that you can say them and speak such power into your life that they can actually change it, that your own that your own rocks and barriers will part for the right words. Words that Florence wrote, worked so hard to put together, is extraordinary. So maybe add this level of belief to your next set of affirmations, or when you speak in general. Recognize the power of your words and speak life. Speak it over your situation and know that they can change it. Florence Scovel Shinn, she is an extraordinary writer who wrote 100 years ago. She specializes in metaphysical writings, and her ideas are extraordinary. It's quite the joy to bring her ideas to you if you're new to them, if you are experienced with them but need to be reminded. It's quite fun for me. And I just dedicate this whole channel to her different books. She wrote this book, which is The Secret Door to Success, but she also wrote The Game of Life and How to Play It. She wrote Your Word is Your Wand, The Power of the Spoken Word, and others. Her ideas are legendary. And so if you like that, please subscribe to the channel. You just get more content like this. Leave a comment if you have thoughts. I do read them and I will reply. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you like this kind of content. Now, as always, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.